Hello crochet friends and welcome back. We're working on our teddy bear. Today's assembly day. So we have all our parts. We're ready to go. I have my head here and I have the little nose part. That is what we're working on next. We are going to attach the little nose to the face here. Now you can embroider a little nose on this snout area here if you'd like, or you can use these, the pre-made, with the safety little button things to go on the back, like the eyes. I think that's what I'm going to use. And we want to place this little snout area about between his eyes. That's the best way I can explain it. So we have this round right here, right, where the two, it meets up with the two eyes there. I think I would attach it so that that kind of touches right there. This looks to me about right. So that is what I'm going to do, but we're also going to stuff inside this a little bit. So I'm going to put my safety little backing on here. This, I believe, is an 8mm nose. But I tried a couple different sizes and I just thought this one looked best to me. So, do what you would like. Give it a try there. And put a little stuffing in the back of the nose and tuck any tails in. I've got a little tail here. I'm going to tuck this in here and I'm going to try to stuff this in here too. Won't need a lot, right? There's not much there because we don't want it all sticking out through our sewing either. Now make sure you have your little yarn needle. We need that. Okay, so we're going to thread this tail that we have, this lovely tail, because we left all these nice tails, right? So we're going to give that a thread. And to sew this on, what we want to do, and this is going to be the format for the whole project. I don't know if you did the little Pikachu with us. He was a good example on how to sew on too, because he had a lot of parts. But these, what you want to do is you're going to pick up your stitch first from your piece that you're putting it onto. So we're putting the snout onto the face. So we're going to pick up our stitch here. So I'm going to try to hold this the best I can in place. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to go in one side of the stitch and then through the other. Kind of in those spaces, I guess is the best way to put it. So that is going to grab there and it's going to pull on, and then I'm going to go up through the stitch on the snout. Okay, I'm hoping you can see this okay. And then I'm going to go into the next stitch. And because this is round, we're kind of got to go into like a circular motion here, right? I'm going to go in there. And then I'm going to go into my next stitch, all right? Right there. And I want to do a few so you can see it. See how it pulls? Trying not to get my stuffing in there. It pulls it nice, so it gives it a good clean edge. Okay, so but remember that this is a circle you're working with, this little snout, okay? So don't try to keep going straight lines. You'll drive yourself crazy with that. All right. So you can go in the back or you can go in the front. I mean, I think either way, it's fine. Just make sure that you're getting each stitch, because then you can kind of pull it nice and tight and it tucks in. See how it's tucking in nicely, isn't it? All right, so keep going around with that, getting each stitch on your little snout there. And it's going to take some time, so just take some time. But I'm going to demonstrate each part in this video of your assembly for your little bear here, and then I'm going to set you free and let you work on it and get it all done too. Okay, so don't worry, don't feel like you have to rush, because this is a time-consuming part, because you want to get it as neat as possible and on there as well as possible. Okay, so let's keep going with the snout and then we'll move on. Here we go. Okay, once you get that snout on and you fastened off and tucked in that strand, that's what I did. That was my tail that I just cut off there. Take a look. I mean, I think it looks good. I like how mine is sitting. Just take your time, find the right positioning of how you want it on his face, okay? Up next is the body. So we want to attach the body to the head. The body's open, right? So we are going to start with the open part, attaching it to the head part. So we're going to take the tail of the open piece and thread that on your yarn needle, and then we start by stitching the head because that's our complete piece. We're putting the body on the head. I have this nice long tail here. I was going to try and tuck it in. May or may not work. Might have to do it as I'm going along. Okay, so I'm hoping you can see this all on the camera. Align it the best you can to the way that you want it to be. To me, this kind of looks a little natural, like the legs will go here. So I'm going with this. Pin it if you feel more comfortable doing it that way, because that helps a lot, because it does show you exactly where it's going to be. So if you feel pinning would help you out, that's a great idea. So feel free. Again, grabbing the stitches on the head, because that is our part that's all closed up, and we're attaching the body to the head, going in one side of the stitch, out the other, right? And then grab the stitch, which is so floppy at first, isn't it? Corresponding stitch on your body. So just everything's gonna have to lay around a little bit. See, your head's gonna go everywhere. But take your time looking at it as you're going along. If you're not pinning, kind of like re-squish your head on there and take a look at it, because you want to make sure that everything's in the position that you want. You don't, I mean, you can go back and rip it out as you're sewing. I've done that many times. But you know, you don't want to have to make more work for yourself than you have to, right? So we're just going to keep going along, going around these open stitches on the body to the bottom of the head there where we want it, giving it a tug every once in a while to make the seam nice and neat. All right, so just take your time. So this is body to head. Here we go. Okay, body is on the head, yahoo! And up next I have my arms. So I have stuffed both my arms, we should have two, and we want to place these between the head and the neck. So kind of like this. Again, pinning may help you out with this part, and make sure that the stuffing is the same in both arms, just so it looks symmetrical. I think that's a good idea, because this one to me looks like it has more than this one, so I think I'm going to take some out of that one. But we are going to sew these on the same way, because the arm is open, right? So that arm is being attached to the body. And it kind of has a natural ridge. So like this top part here looks like it stands up more than this part, doesn't it? So when I place mine on, the bigger part I put on top and the smaller part toward the bottom. That way the arm, it kind of is like an angle. So it sits on there a little bit better. Now when you're placing your arms, you can do a couple of things. You can have it open on the body like this. You can pinch it and sew it on that way. So there are options. So this is where your own personal work of art comes in, and decide how you want your bear to look, okay? Maybe you're gonna put a ribbon on and you want it a little further down. So you know, take a look at it before you put it on, and maybe you put one on and you look at it and decide no, and you know, change it up. So, you know, take your time with this, but between the head and the body is where it tends to go. But like I said, you do you. So let's get these arms on, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to grab our stitch from the body and go into the stitch on the arm, okay? Here we go. Okay, up next, I've got the arms on. They're ready to go. I think they look good. I think they will calm down. They want to go shoop, but I think they're going to calm down. They'll be good. Next is the leg, and I wanted to show you, I put one on just to show you, because for the leg we want to go between rounds 5 and 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can see how I've attached here on round 5, and I've gone all the way up into round 7, going around with the leg. I'm hoping you can see that okay, because the leg, you want it to kind of go along the body, where, you know, the arms can stick out, they can look like he's gonna hug you or whatever, but the leg, you just kind of want it to fit the body properly. So I wanted to show you that, and then of course you want to get the one on the other side kind of in the same area. as you know, try to start it. Maybe you want to count your stitches across to try to get it. I mean, maybe he's running and you want his legs like this. I don't know. You mean you do you, but I'm just saying go between rounds 5 and 7 for height, and then you just put it where you would like. And this is the open portion, so we will grab our stitch on the body and then go through each stitch on the leg going around. Okay, so let's get our 2 legs on. Here we go. Okay, my legs are on. He's looking cute. So far, so good. Hopefully you're moving along also. 2 legs, 2 arms. Okay, ears. Ears are up next. Now the ears go over rounds 6 through 12. So let's see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6. So I'm gonna just hold that there to show me where I'm going. I think I want to go back one more. So I did put the 1 on. So this is round 6 where I began the ear, and I sewed all the way down to round 12. You're going to go around the edge there and then also catch the back. Make sure your ears are stuffed with just a little bit, just enough to make them stand up a little bit, and then just go all the way around, fasten off, and tuck in your tail. But that's how the ear should look, and position, of course, is always preference. You do whatever works for you, however you would like it on there. Okay, so let's work on our ears and get these on, and we're so close. After our ears, all we have is our tail to sew on. So here we go. Okay, I have both my ears on. I think that they look fairly even, I think. I'm hoping. So I think I'm good with the ears. Hopefully yours are turning out well also. And the tail is up next. So the tail goes on the back of the body here between rounds 8 and 10. So let's see, I counted up and this is 8 for mine. So same thing here, you want to go into the bear itself first because that's the completed part, and then into the stitch on the tail. And so it's gonna kind of squish it up a little bit if you're only going over 2 rounds. So that is preference. If you want it to be bigger, more round, do what you like. And it is stuffed. If you want it flat, maybe you want it flat. I don't know. I mean, this is choice, and you do what you would like. I'm going to go rounds 8, 9, and 10 and see how it looks, and I'm going to go around the whole thing. I think it'll be fine for mine, but you do what you would like. So let's get these little tails on here and work that on, and then all we have left is embellishments. I'll see you in a minute. Here we go. Okay, I have my tail on. It looks so cute. I love it on the back. It just adds something fun. The back's always kind of plain, but that looks cute on there. So hopefully yours does too. So this is it. That's all the pieces are on. All the lovely pieces that we made. This is embellishment time. Like I said, I have my little heart. I'm going to put my heart on here. You could do a ribbon around the neck, or like a little one on the ear here for a bow. Whatever you'd like to do. But this was a fun project. I enjoyed being on this journey with you. Give us a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos as they come out, and we can work along together. So I'm just going to finish dressing up my little bear here just the way that I like it. Another thing you could do a little line here for the mouth if you prefer, if you would like more detail on your project. I mean, you could even do little eyelashes. You could do all sorts of things. You could put little lines on for, toe separations. You could put a little heart at the bottom of the foot. So there are a lot of options of different things that you can do. So, use the project as a launching pad, as something that can get you started. You do different colors if you'd like. But yeah, try it out. And I think this bear is a good start point to really get elaborate and make things, quite cute your own way. So I will see you next time, and you have a joyful, joyful day. Thank you.